and stories. And I remember like one of my most formative experiences was when I was living in South Africa, and I was working for a daily afternoon newspaper in Cape Town covering social issues in the townships all over the place. And I would always be paired with a photographer, and the photographers became some of my best friends. And so that's when I started learning about photography and, you know, framing shots, things like that, and started doing my own photography. And I remember as I was, you know, with my own creative output and also the photography, I was like, I just started like matching poems and photos that I felt fit each other. They weren't necessarily created with each other in mind. Sometimes they were. One was inspired, etc. But I remember having like Word documents just filled with like a photo I'd taken and something I'd written, and I was like I would love to release this somehow, but I just don't know like what the right medium is. Am I going to like self-publish a book of it? Like I don't know. It just didn't really seem right. And NFTs were just like made so much sense as a medium to like pair the writing and the image in a way that like was just, you know, it just felt perfect and it felt really natural. And so Perspective was really special because Perspective was a reflection on the year that we'd had, you know, of 2021. I minted it on New Year's Eve of 2021 going into 2022, talking about how important it is to zoom out and you know, understanding, you know, that having been through this was my third crypto cycle, like understanding like where this is going and not missing the forest for the trees. And the image of this tiny stink bug on the Great Wall of China that I took when I was in China just always really like juxtaposed that for me in terms of like it's very zoomed in on the bug, but you can see like this expanse of the wall, and it's like if you just focus on what's in front of you, you'll miss this beautiful thing and the full grandeur of the moment and where things are going. And so, you know, putting that out was a really special expression of that. And, you know, I actually always say, I think that everyone who is in this space at some point should mint something meaningful to them on the blockchain, whether it's for sale or not, because I do think it helps you understand the artistic experience, the experience of the creator. I'm not lying. I was like sweating bullets when I was doing it. I'm so perfectionist about writing, about these things. Like I double, triple, probably 10 times I checked the grammar on all of that and made sure I didn't have any typos, because once you put it on the blockchain, it's forever.
Right.
But that's also why it's so special. Yeah. And I recognized that this was capturing a very special moment and it's a very special photo. And originally I was like, you know what? Like, I didn't even know if I was going to list it for sale. I was like, I'm just really glad this exists. And then I was like, you know what? One of the things that I learned throughout my time in the music industry was from a guy named Steve Duda, who is like the Alfred to Deadmau5's Batman. He's the coder who like creates a lot of like the really dope tools that Deadmau5 uses software wise. And one thing he told me is like, if you don't release it, it doesn't exist. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. And